the 25th ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hoosiers offense will get first crack at it today. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
To the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Mitchell. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down.
Music now. Set ready.
Wants to go up top. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20.
Timeout, Indiana.
Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They've got the screen set up. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catches signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll go to the ground. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The give to the back. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at at the 29.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job.
He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab at the 30. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. And the Hoosiers are flying down the field. Here's a heat. That screen just never got set up, and they're lucky they didn't turn it over.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the back. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Working that wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass, now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
The Hoosiers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The offense changing the play. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal. Sneak gets it done.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The hand to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Turning it on. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds space on the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll try the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. It's caught. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move, he fires. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. 2nd and 10 here. Back to pass. Finds his man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Just keep swinging it. Oh, they really could have used that pass there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That brings them to within 1. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Quarterback making adjustments. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Under fire. A little floater there that falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move them back. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. The corners are walked up tight. The run from the shotgun. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They feed him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for the big play. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flat. Feel which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Unleashes one. Got his man to the left. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
It's complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On the jet sweep, racing for the edge and the sticks. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. He got it. Lead now 5 here in the second. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the tailback. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Running back searching for a hole. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Time to take a shot. Got it in stride at the 15. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Now from inside the red zone. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Hold offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. On the move. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
and they just keep inching closer to the goal line. They go for it on fourth down, you get it, you're now finding yourself even closer. This is a place where you'd love to be able to just line up, run the football, get north, and score a touchdown.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Hold on.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called. He tries to take the top off. Touchdown, Indiana! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
Finds his big tight end. Still on his feet. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Iowa.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Hoosiers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agrees.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. He might want another play. They'll give it to the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward.
He's got it at the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
And the Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. The give to the back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Fakes to grab. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around, and maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Lets it fly. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He uncorks one deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the right. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Middle linebacker. Middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting the big sack.
Trying play action. Lost one deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He gets a block. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Military stun.
Off play action on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep speeding. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
The give to the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Coastal Carolina. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feather.
Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
The Hawkeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation to just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete to the left. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so...
Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Making side adjustments here. From the gun. Trying to get behind the defense. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. New set of downs after the completion. That's caught. It's Kaiser. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Offside. Defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Finds the tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And the defense brings the blitz. And how about the QB? Really nice job understanding. If I can hang on to this just a little bit longer, it gives my receiver an opportunity to run a better route and get more time to create more space. Nice job hanging in there, taking the hit, and getting the completion off of it.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Military stunt.
Got the quick pass. Couldn't White nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to power it in. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5.
6 remain. Set, ready. Football 7.
Off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. He'll set up to throw.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. To the air on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Now facing a third and long. The snap sets up to throw. Got his man downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. He wants to throw it again. He's got him. What a cut. Now he's loose. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. The throw. A strike downfield. Turning it on. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Hawkeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to pass. Looking for the score. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field. And
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa!
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah.